So guys, one of the things that I love about the times that we're living in right now is the amount of amazing AI tools that we have at our disposal that can help us build a powerful one-person business for completely free. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can combine the power of NotebookLM with Google Gemini's new feature called Gems to help you potentially make money online. And of course, what I'm going to talk about today should not be taken as financial advice. By no means am I saying that you're going to be able to watch a video like this and instantly start making money straight away, because things don't really work like that. Even though, yes, we've got all of these different AI tools, we still need to understand that there's going to be human involvement. So you need to be ready to put the work in. But ultimately, just treat this video as a form of education and information. And I'm sure if you're able to watch it from start to finish without skipping, you're definitely going to learn something that's going to put you on the right path. Alright, so now that we've got that disclaimer out of the way, let me just quickly give you an overview of exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. So, as I said in the intro, I'm going to be showing you how you can use NotebookLM and Gemini, which are both Google AI tools, in combination when it comes to helping you with a one-person business. And the one-person business that I'm going to be showing you is one where you don't need to buy any inventory. You're going to be able to sell products and they're going to automatically be shipped out directly to the customer. And there's a very unique way that you can use NotebookLM and Google Gemini when it comes to helping you get potential customers onto this website. Being able to build a website like this isn't difficult. You know, as you guys already know, there's this completely free AI store builder that any of you can use. I'm going to leave it linked down below. I recently made a completely free course showing you guys how you can use this in detail. But basically in that free course, what I did is showed you how I was able to build a pet store. Being able to get a site built with this store builder isn't difficult whatsoever, as you guys already know. But for those of you that haven't enrolled into that free course yet, this is the store that I was able to build. I'm sure that we can all agree that it looks really professional, well designed, and it's optimized for both desktop and mobile phone. And as we can see over here, if I click on catalog, these are all of the different products that have been loaded to the site that I'm going to be able to start selling straight away. So yeah, that's a general overview of the one-person business that I'm going to be talking about. And most of you that end up building sites like this end up getting stuck when it comes to getting customers onto your store. And I want to show you a quick workflow that you can use with NotebookLM and Google Gemini's new feature called Gems when it comes to giving yourself the best chance of succeeding. Now, for those of you that's not really sure of exactly what Gems is and how it works, basically, it's a way for you to build your own custom AI tool that you're going to be able to ask any question. If I use ChatGPT as an example, when you go onto it, you enter a prompt, it comes back with an answer. But the way ChatGPT works is that it's scanning the internet. With Gemini Gems as well as NotebookLM, you're going to give it the initial foundation for it to scan through. And again, there's a way that you can integrate these two AI tools together so that they work seamlessly. So let's start off with NotebookLM. To find it, you just need to go over to notebooklm.google. Don't worry, it's completely free to use. They do have some paid plan options. So they've got NotebookLM in Pro, and there's going to be some fees that's going to be associated with this one. But 99% of you that's watching this video is going to use this one that's free for individuals to get started. And I'm sure by now most of you already know exactly what NotebookLM is. It's an AI tool that works in a similar way to Gems, where you can upload the PDF document, you can give it a website URL, Google Documents, and it's always going to refer to that document or that initial source for it to give you the answer. So what you need to do is just go back over to Overview. And if you want to use it, you just need to make sure that you've got a Gmail email address or Google account. And then you're just going to click on Try NotebookLM. It's then going to take you to this page where you need to give it its initial source. So in this case, we're going to be using the URL from the website that I just built, which is this one. So once you guys get to this point where you've used the AI store builder, you've got your site up and running, you've got a URL that you can now copy and paste. You're just going to go back over to your site, copy it just like this. So I'm just going to do that. Come back over here and I'm going to click on website. And all you need to do is just paste the URL in there just like that. So I've done it for the URL that has all of the products, and I'm also going to paste the home page as well. So you can add multiple different URL sources. I'm just going to leave it with these two for now, and I'm going to click on insert. Okay, perfect. So this is what the next interface is going to look like. Super clean, super easy to read. but we can see that NotebookLM has already been able to scan my website. Now there's going to be a important step that you need to take once you get to this point, and it's going to be coming down here and entering in this prompt. So I'm just going to say, I want you to give me a full breakdown of my store, as much details as possible, and also give me a full list of the products on my store, name, prices, etc. And I'm just going to click on enter. And this is where NotebookLM is really helpful, because of course I could have just gone onto the site, copied and pasted everything, got the details myself, maybe spent an hour writing out everything. But with the help of NotebookLM, I'm going to be able to get all this information in a matter of minutes. Because as we can see right here, it's giving me the full list of all of these different products. And it's also giving me the prices. It's giving me a breakdown of the accepted payment methods, the highlights of the store, just everything that goes into the store, everything that I need to know about the store for me to now move on to the next step. And before I move on to the next step of this video, the reason why this is really helpful as well is because if you wanted to spy on your competition or just get a full breakdown of the different products that they're selling, you can also use NotebookLM for this as well. The purpose for this video is to show you exactly what you could do when it comes to getting more customers onto your website. But again, if you did want to use it for competition research, you can also do that. Now, once you get to this point where you've got all of this information, the general overview of your website, the next step is to copy everything just like this. So I'm just going to copy everything, or what you could do is just click on copy all just like that. Then what you need to do is just go over to a blank document. You can use whatever document application that you want. In this case, I'm going to be using Word. So I'm just going to paste everything in there just like this. And literally all you got to do from this point is just save it like that. So I'm just going to click on save. And this is where we now need to go over to Google Gemini, because this is going to be the AI tool that's going to actually help us when it comes to directing us and how we can get customers going onto this site where, again, I don't need to ship out the products myself. As long as I know how I can get organic traffic, I'm now going to be able to implement that and, fingers crossed, hopefully start seeing results. So to find Google Gemini, you could just type it in there just like this. Click on the first one, or you could just go over to gemini.google.com. From there, what you need to do is just click on these 3 lines at the top, and this is where you're now going to be able to create your first gem. And this is the next page that you're going to see. So all you got to do from this point is just click on new gem, and this is where you're now going to program the Gemini gem for it to know exactly what you want it to do. As a reminder, for those of you out there that may not understand this, it's basically like creating your own AI assistant. But the beauty of using this is because it's connected directly to Google, and as we all know, Google is the #1 biggest search engine in the entire world. I can now use this new gem when it comes to giving me insights into what I could do for me to get new customers. So there's going to be a few steps that you need to take once you're on this page. The first thing that you need to do is name your gem. So I'm just going to call it Marketing Assistant. For the description, I'm just going to call it Pet Store Assistant. In the instructions, this is where you're going to tell it exactly what you want it to do. So for example, what I'm going to type in is, you're an expert marketing assistant and your job is to give me insights about my store based on the knowledge document attached. So I'm going to do that in a moment. That's going to be the Word document that we got from NotebookLM. And I'm also going to say, give me insightful marketing tips I can implement on this store for me to get organic traffic based on my niche and also based on the exact products I sell. So yeah, more or less, that's what you can type in. You can improve this prompt by clicking on this button over here. So let me just click on this, see exactly what Gemini is able to come up with. Okay, so this may be better because it's a lot more detailed. It's got a lot more information. So I can use this one. I can use what I put. You don't need to, overwhelm it. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to use exactly what Gemini came back with. And of course, for the knowledge file, I'm just going to click on this cross. Then what I'm going to do is click on upload files, and I'm just going to upload the document again that I got from NotebookLM in there just like that. So everything looks good. I'm going to leave it as it is, and then I'm going to click on save. Okay, and just like that, as we can see, the gem has now been created. So I'm going to be able to click on start chat and open it up. And this is what the interface is going to look like. So it's going to look like the regular Gemini, but of course it's got the information that I put into it when I created the gem. And remember, it's going to always refer to the document that I gave it. So I'm going to be able to come over to it and enter this prompt just to kind of test out if it works or not. I'm going to say, can you rank the top 10 products on my store that will do well on Google search in terms of people actively searching for them right now and potentially in 2026? So we're going to see if it even knows which items are on my store or not. So I'm just going to click on submit. All right, so just like that, as we can see, it's now come back with all of these different products that is on my site right now. And it's definitely correct. You know, we've got this one over here that can be found on my website. Let me just go back over to it. So that's going to be this one right here. We've also got the cat water fountain as well. We've got the dog mat, we've got the 4-in-1 pet grooming kit. You know, all of these are the products that's on my store, so it definitely knows about my site. So now I'm going to be able to enter some prompts when it comes to getting some insights into how I can actually generate traffic. But before I do that, you can also use the Gemini gem when it comes to spying on your competition. Because for example, if I just enter this prompt, what this says is, can you give me the top 10 stores that are currently selling? I'm just going to pick the first product in the list. Let's get this one. I'm just going to put it in there. I'm also going to say, so I can check their site, ensure that they're not a big well-known name, and also provide the URL for each store. So let's see if it's able to do this. I'm sure it can, because this is Google and it does have one of the biggest databases when it comes to what we're trying to use it for. So we can see it's now come back with all of these different sites. Okay, so this is perfect. I'm just going to wait for it to complete what it's doing. Okay, so here's the complete list of all of these different sites. It's giving me the top 10 sellers that are selling the best product on my site according to this Google Gemini gem. So let's take a look at one of the sites and see if they actually are selling my product or not. Let's go with this one over here. I'm just going to click into the link. Okay, so this is the website that Gemini was able to come back with. You know, this is the store. These are all of the different type of products they're selling, and they're definitely selling the exact same one that can be found on my site. If I just go back over to it, yep, it's the exact same one. You know, we've got this product over here. Let me just click into the actual product page. So this is the product. This is what it looks like. And there's a white version, there's a black version, and it's basically more or less the exact same one that they have available. So this is definitely a shortcut when it comes to finding other sellers that might be selling the exact same product as you, so that you can see exactly how they've structured their store, their product page, you know, just generally their website, so that you can maybe get some inspiration that you can apply to your own business. So that's one of the ways that you can use Gemini gems. This brings me on to one of the next prompts, which is going to be, what are the top 5 ways for me to get organic traffic to my store? So I'm just going to enter this. Okay, perfect. So I've now got an idea of what could do well on the site according to this marketing assistant that I built. One of the first ones is posting blog articles so that I get SEO and authority. One of the next ones is organic social media content using video, reviews, trust signals, SEO or CRO, you know, the list goes on. But the point is, now with this information, I'm going to be able to start taking practical steps. For example, when it comes to posting blog articles, there's a unique way that you can also use make.com to help you with this. I recently published a video on this showing you exactly how you can automate blog articles to be published on your website automatically, combining Google Gemini and make.com. I'm not going to show you that entire process today because we're going to be here for the next 30-40 minutes. So I'm going to leave that linked towards the end of this video, but the point is, this is definitely a great way for you to get organic traffic, because you can use AI when it comes to automating it so that you don't have to write the articles yourself. And what's interesting is that sites like this that Google is recommending to me as a competitor is doing exactly what I'm talking about, because if I just click on this link over here, we could see that they're posting blog articles every so often. They're not super consistent with it, but this is definitely something that they've done for them to be recognized as an authority for the products that they're selling, and I'm sure that it's also converting into some sort of sales on the back end. So yeah, posting blog articles is definitely something that's worth looking into, and it's also worth automating as well. One of the next things is organic social media content using video, posting reels and TikToks. So buying the product, creating content yourself is one way that you can do it, but there's ways that you can use AI to assist you. So there's a tool over here called InVideo. with this one, all you got to do is enter a simple prompt, and from there you're going to be able to clone the product that you're selling and include it in an actual video that you can now use as organic content, or you can use it as paid content. So let me show you exactly how Google Gemini is going to be able to help me with this. So the prompt that I'm going to enter is going to be rank the products that will do well when it comes to TikTok and Instagram Reels. So let's see which items it comes back with in terms of the ones that's going to do the best. Okay, here we go. So these are the different products on my store that it's saying is going to do well when it comes to posting organic content. So of course you may want to go with the first one in the list because it's saying that it's good when it comes to viral content, it's good when it comes to showcasing it. But the one that I'm going to use as an example today is going to be number 4 in the list, which is this ultimate GPS wireless dog fence that we've been using as an example so far. So I'm going to use this product. Let me just go over to the product page. This is the product page right here. So I'm just going to log into my InVideo account. And for those of you that's not really sure of exactly what InVideo is, by now you should know if you've been watching me for any amount of time. You can basically clone yourself. You can use any one of their AI actors. So if I just come over here to create UGC ad, I'm going to click on hire actor. As you can see, they've got all of these different actors that you can use. And when you insert your prompt, you can basically make them say or do what you want them to do in relation to your product. So the person that I'm going to be going with in today's video is going to be this woman over here. Let me just click into it, and I'm now going to be able to select my product. So let me do that. As you can see, I've already cloned the product that we're working with right here. So all I got to do is click into it, and cloning your product isn't difficult. All you got to do is click on add product or brand, insert the image, add a short description of the product, and then from there you're now going to be able to use it in videos. And from there, all you got to do is enter a prompt into InVideo for it to know exactly what type of video you want it to make. So if I just go back over to the gem that I created, the next prompt that I'm going to type in is going to be something along the lines of, now give me 10 prompts for me to copy and paste into InVideo AI for it to create a UGC style video. And UGC stands for user generated content. Using AI, it will have the product included in the video, keep the prompt simple as InVideo does most of the work. So I'm just going to click on submit. And as we can see, it's now come back with a prompt for all of the 10 top ranking products on my store. So what I can now do is copy the one that we're working with, which is this one, go back over to InVideo, paste it in there like this, and then click on proceed. And then from there, all I now need to do is click on generate my video. Okay guys, so I'm back, and that took about 10 minutes for it to complete because this video is unique, doesn't exist on the internet anywhere. So it's going to take some time for it to get all of the elements, all of the different scenes, everything that's necessary for the video to look good. So just be aware of this when it comes to using AI to generate videos, using InVideo AI. But what I'm going to do is just quickly play it so that we can all take a look.
Hey everyone, I'm Amy, and if you're a dog parent like me, you know that constant worry about keeping your pups safe when they're outside.
This wireless GPS pet fence collar has been a total game changer. It has GPS tracking, wireless containment system, multiple training modes, and it's completely waterproof.
The best part? No monthly fees, and I can set boundaries anywhere, Tave.
And just like that, the video has now been generated. And if I wanted to download it, upload it to my Instagram, I'm going to be able to instantly do that. And that's the benefit of using all of these different AI tools in conjunction with each other, because you can use NotebookLM when it comes to getting the summary of your store. You can now create a completely free Google Gem when it comes to getting insights as to how you can market your store. Then you can now go away and use some of these other AI tools when it comes to creating something real that you can now put out there into the world for people to see and hopefully lead back to your product page. So yeah, for the most part, I would say that those are some of the most interesting ways that you can use this entire workflow. But I want to show you one more interesting way. If I just go back over to the gem that I created, you can also use this when it comes to creating organic image content as well. Because another benefit of using the gem that you've made is that it's going to be connected directly to Nano Banana, which is probably one of the best image generation tools out there that's completely free to use. So let me show you exactly how I would use it. If I just go back over to the product page, I'm just going to get a different item on my store. Let's pick one at random. Let's go with this one over here. So this is a ultrasonic pet dog repel control remote, if I said that right. So this is the product. What I'm going to do is just take a quick screenshot of the product. Then what I'm going to do is go back over to the gem that we created. I'm going to drag it in there like that. And then I'm also going to enter a prompt that says, can you create an organic image that could be used on Instagram that showcases this ultrasonic dog bark device being used in a realistic way that will be engaging on Instagram with no text? Then what you're going to do is click on tools. You're going to come over here to create images, and then you're going to click on submit. And just like that, as you can see, the image is now being created. Probably took about 5 seconds for it to do that. I'm going to be able to upload this to my Instagram, and just generally I'm going to be able to get multiple pieces of content for all of the different products that I'm selling, and you're going to be able to do the exact same thing yourself. So this video, I'm sure that you've learned something when it comes to how you compare all of these different AI tools together. If you have learned anything, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. And if you also wanted to watch a recent YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where I break down step by step what you need to know when it comes to being able to get this business off the ground, you're going to be able to check that out by clicking the link right there. Watch that straight after this, because that video has helped out countless people. And I'm sure if you're able to watch it from start to finish without skipping, it's also going to help you out too. But as always, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.